my God. She's booked and busy, guys. She's overworked. Like, what's going on? Can you tell us what you're working on?
Yeah, I'm working on actually like kind of a horror film. It's the first time I've done something like this. Although I play an FBI agent, so I'm not getting like chased and killed or anything like that. I have to find the killer. And I'm out in Vegas and it's like triple digits every day, like 108 degrees and a cool 92 at night.
A cool 92,
Yeah.
108. Are you filming
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah. Outside and inside. Yeah. So thank God the outdoor stuff is at night. Because like I said, the cool 92 is much better than 108.
Wait, so they did that on purpose?
Mm,
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
The script was written at night, so I guess they figured like they know it's August in Vegas, and they were like, "All right, well, I think we can manage because it's going to be cooler at night than it is during the day."
Are you a
But
sweater?
yeah,
How are you doing with the heat?
I'm doing okay. I'm one of those like I'd rather be too hot than too cold. If I'm cold,
Oh,
then you make me really angry. Then I'm just like, there's no way that I can operate. So,
uh-huh.
unless you want a really angry character, then yeah, then let's go to Antarctica. But I'd rather be hot,
You'd rather be hot.
definitely.
Aren't you? You're
Yeah,
Swedish, right? Aren't you
I
cold?
am.
Aren't you supposed to like the cold?
That's what everyone says. I'm like, I think that's why I moved away. I think that's why we moved from Sweden and then I moved away from Canada. And I love living in LA climate because, and I think my blood's just thin since I've been there.
I
So
gotcha.
everything, my mom comes over and visits from Sweden and it's December and I'm in my Ugg boots and a puffer jacket and she's in a t-shirt and shorts going, "Are you
Like,
crazy?
are you
It's
okay?
summertime."
Wait, can I ask you
Yeah.
if it's true? I don't know if you see these like Instagram things that pop up, but people are saying that in places like Sweden and Denmark and stuff, they put the babies out to sleep in the freezing cold in the stroller for a nap. Have you heard this?
Uh, Yeah, I don't think it's not true. Absolutely. I mean, I can only speak for Sweden, but I know Sweden is very much a walking country. Like it's very common you have dinner and then you go for a walk to digest and like so and kids are in strollers, obviously if you have a kid. And if it's winter, they're in that stroller outside and you are outside in the
No, no,
playground in
no.
the
But the
winter.
thing, no, no, no. The reels
Yeah.
are not you walk with your baby in the freezing cold. It's you go into
Oh,
a
you just put them
cafe.
outside.
Yeah, you're in that cafe with your friends and you park the baby outside to sleep in the freezing cold because they say like they sleep better or something.
It's they sleep better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't personally experienced it, but
I
but
wonder.
seen it. But
Yeah.
I could see people doing that.
Ask
You
your
know,
mom next
I
time you
wouldn't.
talk to her if she ever parked you outside.
I will. Maybe that's why I hate the cold. It's
Right.
bad PTSD.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're here, Malin. Like what you did to us in this show, The Hunting Wives.
It's Rebecca's fault.
What?
It's
First of
all
all, it's
Rebecca's
so nice to
fault.
see you right now with your like blonde hair, your
My bedhead
fringe.
that I just woke up. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Yes,
But this
I
is
love
you,
it.
like it's you. You know
Yeah.
what's just popped up for me on TikTok, which
What?
is wild. But this girl was like, because you know now what's happening. Like Gen Z is rediscovering things, right? So if somebody from Gen Z is watching Hunting Wives, I saw this girl on TikTok being like watching 27 Dresses and be like, "Oh my god, you guys, I think that's her. Like I'm not sure, but I think that's her. Is that crazy? Is that her?" And everyone in the comments is like, "Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
that's Malin
Same
Akerman,
name. Yep.
right?" You know? But that just shows you like there are people that are watching Hunting Wives, haven't seen all of these
Yeah.
like classic movies, which like they're losing out. But this really took the world by storm. Like all the ages, all the people,
Yeah.
Gen X
It's
to
pretty
Gen Z.
nuts. Yeah.
What did
It's been
you what are you feeling? How are you are you on a high? Are you on a
I'm in a like a it feels a bit twilighty zone. I've been away. I've been in Europe all summer visiting my family in Sweden. And so I haven't I literally left on the 21st on the day the show came out. So and it only came out in the US. So I've sort of felt it from afar, but not I haven't felt the full impact, but just see, all the messages and DMs and calls, it's been wild. It's been really wild. And it's like you said, like seeing the TikToks and seeing the videos and people's reactions, it's always so hard to know what kind of impact a project is going to have on viewers. And this one really wasn't, it was like it's described, like a fun summer, salacious summer read. You're like, yeah, this, I could, reading the script, I was like, oh my God, it's such a page turner. I can see it in my brain. I would love to watch it. But the actual the reach that it had to every single, like you said, every generation, every sexual denomination, every single person is enjoying it, and that is so much fun. I've never been a part of something like this before, so
And
it's
then you went away
definitely
and
a
you
wild
weren't
ride.
here.
I know, which maybe was a good thing.
You think?
Maybe it was nice to just get like a nice chilled summer break
Okay.
and now step into it, but
What do
because I
you?
felt like,
I heard it was
yeah, go
supposed
ahead.
to be on Stars at the beginning,
Mm,
and like what last minute it went on to Netflix.
yeah. So I guess because it stars in Lionsgate, and always just happy to be working, happy to have a project that I loved so much and a character that I love so much. But Lionsgate and Stars, I guess, were already kind of separating, and when they separated, I think we all just kind of had a moment of like, oh no, does that mean that our show is just going to get swallowed up and lost forever? No, we're never going to get to see it. And it was really silent for a while, and I had a small little panic
Wait,
inside because
after
I
you
thought,
shot it
oh,
already? Like after it was done?
after we shot it, yeah, after it was done and we shot it, we were waiting and waiting for a release date, and it was taking forever. Like a year ticked by since we started shooting it. And I remember because I'm friends with Michelle Monaghan, who was shooting White Lotus at the time, at the same time I was shooting this, and her show had come and gone already. And I was like, we still don't have a release date. What's going on? So then we finally heard that it was Lionsgate and Stars that kind of separated, and that's when I thought like, oh, maybe this show never sees the light of day. And so when that call came that it was going to
Yeah.
Netflix, I think I squealed. I was so excited. And then I had a small panic attack. So I was like, ooh, the content.
Right.
Okay, a lot more eyeballs on this. But yes, Rebecca Cutter deserves this. It's such a fun, brilliant show that I definitely would watch. Like, bring it on.
Did
Here we go,
anything
world.
have to be censored since it was going to Netflix? Like, was it raunchier for Stars?
No,
Okay.
I mean you can. It was all out there. Yes,
Yeah.
as you saw.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be
Yeah,
right
it
here.
doesn't.
It's just the perfect amount.
So what happened when you saw the script? And I heard that you got all 8 episodes. So you saw it all. It wasn't just like a
I
pilot.
did.
So what like were your feelings? Were you at all timid to go into this kind of thing with so much like nudity and making out and
I definitely wanted to cross-check everything with my husband, not because of the nudity or anything like that, but because I really trust his opinion. He's a scriptwriter as well.
mm,
And so I was like, what do you think? Like, and I had only read the first 2 episodes, and I was like, oh God, I don't know, like guns and, abortion, and like it's very political. And is this going to be okay to do? And then and he started reading, he's like, he went to the 4th episode. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're made for this role. Like, you've got to do this. This role is unbelievable, which I don't know what it says about me when my husband goes, you're made for this role. But he just said, that it's so layered, it's so nuanced, it's so much fun. She's like the most fun character. Are you kidding me? And then he goes, wait, did they offer you this role? And I went, oh, I
you had to
actually don't know if they did. They just said, read it. And I don't even know if this is an offer or if I have to audition, or like what a like dangling carrot in front of me going. But I did. I read all 8 episodes,
wait,
and
so did you
I felt,
audition or was it an offer?
no, I had a lunch with Rebecca Cutter and Erwin Stoff, who's one of our producers, and Julianne Robinson, who is the director of the first 2 episodes. Funnily enough, I was in Sweden again. It was around Christmas time when I got it, and so when I got back, we had a lunch, and it was an offer.
Wow.
But we just wanted to sit and chat for a while about it. And we had like a 3-hour lunch. It was incredible, and we just hit it off, and the rest was history. But the joy in being able to read all 8 episodes and understanding a character from beginning to finish is such a treat, because usually with TV shows it's just the pilot, and then you have to kind of guess where it might go or hope that they write it for you. You know, they promise you something and then it never really comes to fruition. But this was just so beautifully fleshed out, and you know, as you can see, she's such a fun character to play, but also has so many secrets. So as an actor, to be able to have that many secrets, and hopefully when you go back and watch it again, you can kind of see the nuances now that you know the ending.
Right. You guys,
But
spoiler
yeah,
alert, we're going to discuss the whole show, but so wait, what does it mean about your husband that he said this is meant for you? And what does it mean about you? I mean, sorry, what does it mean about you that your husband said this? And also what does it mean about you that they thought of you so specifically for this role? Like, you know what? I think it might be the eyes, because your eyes in the whole show, like you were just like captivating as
oh,
fuck.
that's lovely.
And like as a viewer, you're like, oh, I get it. Like I get why every single person is like falling at her feet. You know what I mean? And I feel like that
That
you
is,
couldn't have somebody who didn't have that like sparkle in their eye that just like looked at you and just fucking made
that's
you do
so
shit.
lovely. I thank you. That's very lovely to say. I know that they were talking about, I guess, you know, Erwin and Rebecca had said that, I'll start there, that, you know, they were just saying they had been looking at my body of work and they just thought that I could really they wanted someone who had done comedy just so that it didn't get too, because it's, you know, it's not a serious TV show. You know, it has serious subject matter, but it's that comedic tone underneath it, you know, and Jill dying and saying you cunts, and like, you know, it's just, there's a silliness to it. So I think they wanted somebody who had been around for a minute. You know, I'm a 47-year-old woman. I'm not 35. It's not a real, you know, it's not the 25-year-old trophy wives that we're talking about. So somebody that maybe had a little bit more gravitas, but also had that comedic timing underneath, and that this is, you know, out of their mouth. But my husband, I think he just, we got together after I had been through a divorce. I'd become a mom, had a divorce, and I really wasn't ever going to get married again. I was going to start a commune with my best girlfriends, and just like do whatever we wanted for the rest of our lives, raise our kids together and just be free. So when I met my husband, I told him this, and I was like, you know, I'm like an old broad, you know, I'm never getting married again, never having kids again. But if you want to hang around and be around every now and then, that's fine by me. Basically saying you can be my toy boy. Well, that didn't happen. We fell in love,
And you
and
got
here we
married.
are. And we got married. But I've always said, you know, I just want to be honest with you and tell you who I am. And I cannot be, you try to cage me, and I am just a wild animal, and you can't cage me into something. So we can be together, but you have to give me my freedom. And that doesn't mean to be with other people at all. That's not what I'm saying. But it was just like, I just wanted to make sure that
Okay, Margo, now I see
I'm
it.
I'm not a kept woman. Yeah. And so I think that discussion that we had made him kind of like, okay, you are this free bird. And the beautiful thing is that his mom is this wild, I want to call her like a wild horse. And his dad fell in love with this beautiful thoroughbred, and was like, and had the conversation with his son where he was like, I never want to change your mom. I want her to go out in the world and be who she is, because that's who I fell in love with. And I think that's who my husband is. And he would never try to make me somebody else or try to control me or try to, and I think that's what he saw in me and in Margo.
And Margo, yeah.
Um, and so we have a beautiful relationship because of it, because it's this duality, and we're individual people, and I put him on his pedestal, and he puts me on mine, and it really works. And I couldn't see myself being with anybody else
How many
other than
years have you
him.
been together?
9 years
9
almost.
years. And
Yeah,
married.
8. We got
Oh,
married real
okay.
quick.
So you went into the relationship at the beginning. I'm a free bird. I'm not getting married. And a year later, you
Totally.
turned around.
The free bird in me was like, well, I'm free to do what I want,
So I can change
so
my
I'm
mind.
gonna get married, and that's what I want to do.
Oh, wait. And that's
Yeah.
special because your son, how old was he at that point?
He was 3 at that time, and so he is now 12. So he's been in his life. He just turned 12, so he's been in his life longer than he hasn't, which is really cool.
What is it
And
like
he calls him dad,
oh,
and he knows his papa too. His papa lives in Italy, and they have a great relationship as well. But so he's got 2 dads, which
Papa
is
and
awesome.
Dad.
Yeah,
That's special. What is a
yeah.
12-year-old boy like? Prepare me. Prepare me for
You got a
I
boy?
got
How old is
2
he?
boys. Yes. He's 5 now. The
Oh,
oldest, but what's a 12-year-old boy? Or do they still love us and okay.
yes, they still love us. Oh my God, mine is such a mama's boy, and I love it. I am milking it for what it's worth because I think 12 is the last
You
year.
think?
I'm looking at all the other boys around. It doesn't mean like fully. I have a friend who hit one of my son's best friends who's 13 and a half. He still loves his mom, not as cuddly as my boy is right now. Once they hit the teens, they're looking for the girlfriends instead. They're going into puberty and like you're not as interesting anymore. My son's kind of still like he's a late bloomer.
Is he with
He
you?
would no, he's
Okay.
sleeping upstairs. So I'm
Oh.
like, I don't want him to hear that.
So wait, he
But
he travels with you when you work.
well, he's still on summer vacation until next week. So my husband's gonna come get him this weekend
Got you.
and bring him back. But he's here for the week and he comes to set and then him and our friend who kind of helps takes care of him, they're running around doing fun stuff here in Vegas. There's actually a lot to
I was
do
gonna
for
say
kids.
there is.
I know. Yeah, yeah, they love to gamble. He's got a gambling problem.
Watch him
But
down,
yeah,
walking down with those drinks, those like
yeah,
frozen.
yeah, the free drinks, yeah, the fat daddies, I think they're
Oh
called.
yes,
But
yes, yes, yes. I
but
actually
yes,
hate Vegas.
truly, listen, I was not a huge fan, but I've been here a few times now with my son because my brother-in-law was an acrobat in one of the Cirque du Soleil shows. So we would come and visit, go for dinner, see him in a show, and we've discovered that there is so much to do for kids. It at a price, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, explore it with kids. It's a whole different
Uh
experience.
huh.
You're not in the casinos at all. You're just
Right.
seeing a whole new Vegas,
Right.
which can be fun.
Back to school means new schedules and a long list of to dos. Check wellness off the list with OLLY, the number one kids supplement brand that offers effortless solutions for you and your fam. Kids Multi Plus Probiotic is a tasty essential that kids love. Make bedtime a breeze with kids' sleep, gentle support that helps them rest. OLLY has parents back with multivitamins that provide key nutrients for their immune system and more. Need help shutting it down at night? Sleep gummies help you rest peacefully. Let OLLY support you and your crew this season. Shop at ollie.com or at retailers nationwide. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. When you have kids, you know that you find as much joy in shopping for them as you do in shopping for you, and sometimes even more. Like you're just like, what can I buy? PJs, just tons of freaking PJs. Now, a lot of cute PJs are cute, but then they'll have like little snappies. You got to snap. Try doing that when you're changing a diaper in the middle of the night. And even zippers sometimes, they can get caught. Like their leg can be like squished in there trying to get the zipper up. That's why I was literally blown away when I was introduced to Magnetic Me. Magnetic Me, like the way it sounds, has like magnet closures. Okay. During those early days of nighttime feedings and changes with your little one, Magnetic Me will be a lifesaver for you. Okay. They make the cutest clothes. They come out with new collections all the time and they're freaking adorable. Even Lenny, now when he grew out of kind of like the onesie vibes, which really he was living in when he was a baby, now they have kind of like more of a toddlery shirt and short set that are beyond adorable, that are beyond soft. I'm promising you. Magnetic Me's clothing makes changing time quick and easy. All of their clothes use magnetic closures, no zippers or buttons needed. So do what I did and order Magnetic Me today to make changing time easier for you and your little one. And these make a great gift for friends and family with babies. New customers get 15% off your first order when you go to magneticme.com. Don't wait. Order today at magneticme.com. Yes, we moisturize our faces, but are you moisturizing everywhere else? I really, truly hope so, because the neck is the ultimate snitch. Okay. Like, you can have the best skincare routine for your face, but if you're ignoring your neck, like, she's going to tell on you. That's why I've been using Go Pure's Tighten and Lift Neck Cream, and it's really a game changer. It's packed with peptides and vitamin C and helps really firm and smooth, and it hydrates like crazy without feeling greasy. I put on in the morning and at night, and I swear my skin feels bouncier and looks tighter. The best part is Go Pure makes products with active ingredients that actually work, but without the luxury markup or the scary ingredient list. I'm telling you guys, you need to check it out. The skin on your neck is thinner and more delicate and less oily than the skin on your face, which means it needs extra love, especially in the sun and the heat and the cold and the dry and in all of the weathers, okay? Go Pure's firming complex really targets the unique concerns of the neck while nourishing and strengthening your skin for a more lifted, youthful look, so you can feel confident showing a little more skin this summer. With over 1 million jars sold, this beauty secret is no longer a secret. For a limited time, my listeners get 25% off Go Pure with code NOTSKINNY at checkout. Just head to gopurebeauty.com, use code NOTSKINNY, and you're all set. And after you buy, do me a favor, and when they ask you where you heard about Go Pure, tell them it was from my show. I want to go back to Hunting Wives from the trailer.
Sure.
From the trailer. We're all over the place. I love it. So from the trailer, I have to say, because I'm an honest bitch, and when I say that I'm obsessed with the show, I mean it. When I say you were fucking just jaw-dropping in it, I mean it. I have to say the trailer, like, kept us, didn't make us think this is what we were going to get. I don't know if that was on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, the trailer was like, oh, is this about hunting? Oh, there's drama. Oh, there's this. But it did not prepare us for the road that we went down on this show.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with that trailer, but I do think, like, how do you prepare an audience for what you're about to see? I think that's pretty hard to do in, like, what, a minute?
Right.
It's just
and without giving anything like too big
yeah,
away.
it's hard with the spoilers. What do you don't want to give away that Sophie and Margot actually get together in the way that they do, and you don't want to, there's so many things, so you kind of like tread lightly and give the sense of the tone.
Yeah, it was a sense of the tone. It was like Texas, guns, New Girl. What was, okay, two important things. Murder. The murder is like the side. Okay, murder.
Yeah.
So
we not tickle you. Oh my God. See, I'm still waking up. I'm so sorry. We tease you
with the murder.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to objectify you, but the body is banging. The body's banging.
Thank you.
And 47.
I'll take it.
I know.
That was a lot of work.
I allow it.
A lot of hard work.
Okay, so tell me about that. So you see the script, it involves nudity, involves whatever, and you're like, what, I have to like hit the gym?
Oh, I called all my friends who are in the business, and I'm like, do you have a trainer that can make me look like Wonder Woman within 4 weeks? Because I need to do this right now. Listen, I take
You
care
had
of myself
4 weeks?
in general. What did I have? I think I had 5 weeks. Yeah, 5 weeks to get ready. I do work out on a regular basis. I do Pilates. I eat well. I take care of myself. So it's not like, it wasn't a far stretch, but I was like, I wanna look banging, to use your words. And so I called everybody, and they're like, call this guy. He's the guy who like trains everybody. And I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm just gonna do it. So his name is Grant Stevens. And I went to him, and I went like 3 times a week and started weight training with him, and did it for 5 weeks straight before I left. And then he videoed some of my workouts so that I could bring them with me. And I found an apartment building with a gym. And as much as I didn't want to work out on certain days, I just made it a non-negotiable. And so I worked out 5 days a week while we were shooting.
Oh, wow. Where did you shoot?
Yeah. We shot in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, nice. So you did weight training, and it really works that quickly? Like that you...
Well, like I said, like I guess I have to preface it by saying this. I started my life as a as a figure skater. I
Right.
competed nationally for 12 years. So that gave me the base, the muscle memory has been there my whole life. And I've always stayed active my whole life. So it's not fair to say that that's just a 5 week
Right.
body. It's like a
No, no,
lifetime of taking care of
no,
myself.
obviously not. Obviously, it's not a 5 week body. You could have done without the training, but it gave you like a confidence boost to be able to like
A hundred
shed the.
percent. 100%. Yeah,
Okay, and we need to talk about. Okay,
definitely.
so you shed the clothes, the bot is banging. There was a little bit of a spray tan, yeah.
It wasn't a spray tan. It was I was tanning on the weekends, like, beautiful weather out by the pool, and then it was body makeup on those days to like even everything out. So
Oh,
the
okay,
skin tone, because when you tan, you've got like lines and you've got
right.
whatever. So she would come in and just like make me look beautiful with she had like three different creams, like a shimmer and a little bit of a tint and then a moisturizer and put it all together and just put it all over my body.
And you know what else we have to talk about if we're talking about the physical appearance? We
What?
got to talk about the wigs that people are freaking out about.
I know. Okay. The wig is a whole other
Wait,
story.
oh, it's
So,
one because people. I mean, there are conspiracy theories that the wigs change, and
yeah,
okay, so to
they did. And so, okay. So, first of all, I had a wig fitting in LA, and then they go off and they make a wig that is sized for my head. Well, we get to North Carolina and we put the wig on and it fits great and whatever, but it's not quite the color or the shape that we had talked about. And we are doing what we do is you do kind of like screen tests where you on camera with different lighting and all that. And the studio is there and stars is there and everybody has a say in what they think. And I walk in and I see Rebecca's face and she's like, oh, this isn't what we talked about. This isn't the wig that we were hoping for, kind of thing. So she said to the hair lady, she's like, do you have anything else? Because this just isn't going to work. And it looked a little bit like I'd walked out of Dallas or Dynasty. Like, I'm not going to lie. It was not great. So we go back in the trailer and the poor hair lady's freaking out and she's like pulling out her box of wigs basically. And she's like, what about this one? Which we put on my head that's not fitted for my head, but the color is good and it's really long and we can do something with it. Anyway, that ended up being the wig that we had to go with because we had no time to make a new one. It takes weeks to make a new wig. So we went with it. And then we're like, all right, maybe we can get this wig, get the wig maker to make a proper one for my head to fit my head. But when it came, it was a different color. So that's why, as you might remember, when Jed is running for governor, you see me getting glammed up and I've got like tinfoil in my
uh
hair
huh.
on the wig, the tinfoiled wig hair, because the new wig was lighter. And so we're like, how are we going to pull this off? Well, we'll just pretend like she just got it lightened. So it
Oh,
was two different wigs,
okay.
but this one was, and then we're like, we'll just shape it a little different because she's now, the governor's wife and she's going to make her hair look a little different. And so we had to
Was it
listen.
like a
If
lace
it,
wig? Like, was it like a top
yeah,
of the line wig? What?
no, so it was a lace wig, but it wasn't top of line because
Oh, because it was a
it
last
was
minute
a
makeup
wig in a
lady. It
box.
was a wig in a
Yeah,
box. Is it the?
it was
But
a
I have
wig
a
in a
question. Like, you
box.
hire this like wig maker, you have the whole studios and the this and the that, and it still arrives and it's not what you wanted.
It happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it just is a broken telephone. When you're doing it from afar, it's hard
Yeah.
when you're not all in the same place. And it happens. It's really just like I
Did it
don't want
have to
to.
be a wig? Like, was that like? Did you think of
So
dyeing your hair or?
we totally could have. I think it was a bit the 11th hour because my hair was not what it is now. It was like almost a bob and it was really thin and just candidly, I've had a lot of I have a thyroid
Mm.
issue and so my hair quality just wasn't great at the time. And so thinking of like dyeing it and putting extensions in and stuff, it was just going to start falling out. So we're like, wig is probably, we want her to have really beautiful hair is what we wanted. But I think if we get a second season, we're going to go with the dyeing
You
and like
think?
clip-ins and like,
It's
yeah,
it's
I think maybe we'll try it.
It's funny because I feel like these things didn't used to happen back in the day, but with social media and everyone dissecting everything, like
Yeah,
back in the day, we weren't like, is she wearing a wig? Like, Nicole Kidman's been wearing wigs for her whole career and we were just
totally.
watching the movies. But now we're really like dissecting. I was paying attention to your nails, you know, because you see your hands so often on the show. I feel like I don't know you that well, but just by your vibe and the free spirit, like you're not a French manicure
No,
kind of babe.
not at all. It's one of those things where, girlfriends will be like, "You want to go for a mani-pedi?" I'm like, "I'll meet you after for a cocktail
Yeah.
anytime."
Yeah.
I don't want people picking at my feet or my hands, or it's just not me. It takes so
So what was
long.
that? Was
It's
that
such a
like an
waste of
acrylic,
time.
like built, like you had like the
Yes.
nails? Did that make you
Oh
feel like
yeah.
lady? Like what were you?
Yes, listen, it all helps to get into character. And I really, when it was done, I loved it. Like I felt like my hands were up by my face at all times. I was looking at them, I was pointing to things. I was very,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they became their own character and I loved it. It really helped. It really helped a lot. And the nail technician was amazing and she was so lovely and they were I really was proud of my nails. They looked
They
gorgeous.
did.
But it's really hard to like put jewelry on, put necklaces on, or
Yeah.
like there are certain things where you're like, wow, how do people do this on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Again, I'm a boy mom. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do with my son with these. I'd be scared that they'd be falling off, you know?
Right.
So, but I loved it as far as getting into character. It was so
I
fun.
mean, and
And I thought it looked
it
beautiful.
looked really good. And the costumes, like, listen, when you rolled up on that jet ski and that, was it Versace? Was it a Versace bathing
Yeah,
suit?
gosh, I can't
One of
remember
those
if that's the
designers.
Versace sign or Fendi or
Right. One of
something like
them. One
that.
of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
listen,
my God.
the confidence of like this woman, that's what I'm saying. Like with the eye, like the confidence of rolling up. And I think like, again, the body was banging, the face was banging, it was all banging. But the confidence, like I feel like that was it. Like that's what made everyone just fall at her feet because like her showing up on that jet ski,
I know.
like
It's
was
crazy.
so hardcore, like, and so like get in, we're going shopping, but of the like lesbian South, you know?
Oh my God. We had so much fun. I had to go and do we had to do practice rounds the day before because I have to like roll into that beach with confidence. Now I am an adventurer at heart. I love jet skiing. I love jumping out of airplanes. I love all that kind of stuff. So I was super excited to get to go and jet ski for an hour the day before. But that was definitely like for me and my husband, it was a laugh out loud moment when we saw that roll up. You're like, oh my God, this is so ridiculously wonderful.
Yeah.
This woman in her suit looking all dolled up and rolling up on a freaking jet
And
ski. I
rolling up.
mean,
And then Brittany Snow
it's
like
a
hugging you
great moment.
like a little baby.
The little bunny she is. Yeah.
You know that feeling when you open your phone bill and you're like, what is this number? How is it real? But you just accept it because you're like, I guess that's what it costs to exist in 2025. But no, it doesn't. You can switch to Mint Mobile and pay $15 a month. Mint Mobile's premium wireless services start at $15 a month, and you don't have to compromise on coverage or speed. They use the same 5G network as the big guys, so you get crazy fast data, unlimited talk and text, all for way less. Switching will be so easy. You can keep your same phone number, and they'll literally do it all for you. I finally got fed up from crazy high wireless bills, bogus fees, and free perks that actually cost more in the long run and switched to Mint Mobile. So say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. And they're offering 3 months of unlimited premium wireless service for $15 a month. So while your friends are sweating over data overages and surprise charges, you'll be chilling literally and financially. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get this new customer offer in your 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/notskinny. That's mintmobile.com/notskinny. Upfront payments of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 GB on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. Okay, you know when you stare at your closet and think, I have nothing to wear, even though it's literally full? Daily Look can fix that for you. It's like having a personal stylist, but without the intimidating fashion person energy. And let me tell you, that can be intimidating. Daily Look is not like that, okay? You take a quick style quiz, you tell them your sizes, what you like, what you don't like, and a real stylist handpicks outfits just for you. They send you a box with up to 12 pieces, and we're talking clothes that actually fit your lifestyle and your body, not just whatever is trendy on TikTok. You try it on all at home, keep what you love, send back the rest. Honestly, I've discovered pieces I would have never picked out for myself, and now they're my go-tos. They just fit so well. Plus, no awkward dressing room lighting, which should honestly be banned. It's 2025. Daily Look's mission is simple: to elevate your style. That's why they work with established brands and up-and-coming designers. Your box may feature names like Kate Spade, AG, Good American, Girlfriend Collective, Spiritual Gangster, and more. And Daily Look has sizes for almost everybody, from extra small to 3X and from 0 to 24. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Go to dailylook.com, take your style quiz, and use my code NOTSKINNY for 50% off your first order. Once again, that's dailylook.com for 50% off, and make sure you use my promo code NOTSKINNY so they know I sent you. One last time, dailylook.com. Promo code is not skinny. I get asked all the time about what I'm doing for protein. Protein is all the rage, and I'm in it. I'm on it. I'm with it. Okay. I can't believe that before I figured this out, I was like just eating food, just no protein. I was like, I don't like chicken, like just never ate protein. How was I surviving? And I know it's hard to get that protein in. Sometimes you don't feel like snacking on a flank steak. So I have a solution for you, and it's protein powder. And yeah, it's not just for Patrick Schwarzenegger that was on White Lotus or for bodybuilders. Like anybody can have protein powder. It's also delicious. Like I use Clean Simple Eats and their flavors are amazing. The scoop of protein powder gives you 20 grams of protein, which is so freaking much. They have like toasted coconut, vanilla, chocolate. I use their brownie chocolate flavor. I put it in hot water. I mix it with like a frother and I get hot chocolate. Yes, you guys, hot chocolate. And I love that at night to curl up, cozy into it and know that I'm getting 20 grams of protein, especially if my dinner didn't really fill me up. So I absolutely love Clean Simple Eats. Check them out. They also have a clear protein powder that's kind of like, not like a creamy vibe. It's like a melted pink starburst vibe. Okay. They can't keep it in stock. It's just so good. So check out Clean Simple Eats if you're looking for a protein powder or ways to add protein to your diet. Visit cleansimpleeats.com. Use code NOTSKINNY20 at checkout for 20% off your first order plus free shipping. That's cleansimpleeats.com. Code NOTSKINNY20 for 20% off your first order plus free shipping. Link is also in the show notes. I literally remember the day Merit Beauty came out because I remember when it launched and it just looked so chic. Everybody that I love to follow was recommending it. Everyone that believes in like clean beauty. And it just looked like somebody finally understood that I want makeup that makes me look good without looking like I've tried too hard. It's just perfect. It's not makeup for like advanced makeup people. It's for the everyday, chic, subtle, gorgeous woman, okay? Merit is all about clean, minimal, 5-minute makeup that's actually wearable in real life. Their products are foolproof. And let me tell you, I know this because I am a fool. I'm a fool, you guys. I'm obsessed with the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick because it's like a concealer and foundation all in one. It blends like a dream and just makes your skin look like your skin, but better. Everything is clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and EWG approved. So it's good for your skin and the planet. I also love their Flush Bomb. That's like my go-to blush, and their Day Glow highlighter. Their bronzer is always in my makeup bag, and their lip stains are just so freaking good. When I use Merit, I always get told that my skin looks amazing, and that's what I want to be told. Ready to simplify your routine? Head to meritbeauty.com and get their signature makeup bag for free with your first order. And let me tell you, that signature makeup bag, I get so many compliments on it. Head to meritbeauty.com. So tell me about, did you ever play, because you played a lot of roles, did you ever play like a queer character before?
No, I don't think I have.
You haven't?
I don't think I have.
So
no, I can't remember. No, I can't remember that I have.
So what was that like, and how did you kind of encapsulate that vibe?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved working with women and making out with women, and it was so lovely. Listen, I personally think that most humans are pretty freaking fluid, whether you want to admit it or not. But Brittany and I had the best time. It just felt so safe and beautiful, and she's such a good partner. I mean, I don't want to leave Jamie Ray out. Same goes for her. It just, you know, all of it was just handled with care.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. So it felt like being with your best gal friend. I mean, every time they called cut, Britt and I would just start giggling and just saying, like, we kept saying behind the scenes, like, I'm so glad it's you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I get to do this journey with you. I feel so safe. I'm having a wonderful time. You're so beautiful. Like, it was so complimentary. We had a love affair, you know, like a real friendship and love affair outside of the actual shoot. I really, and we still text each other to this day. We're still friends, but we're like, when this show came out, I was like, I'm so glad it was with you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. And I would be partners with a woman on screen anytime, preferably
Yeah,
that over
preferably,
men.
huh?
Yeah,
Because it came out, I know
definitely.
this is going to go a little rogue, but actually I saw somebody post, but it was like maybe, okay, I saw somebody post because somebody was doing like a questions, this girl that gives sex advice or dating advice. And
Yeah.
a girl was like, I watch lesbian porn, but I'm straight. Is that weird? And her answer was, and I think she said she heard this from like a sex therapist, I can't remember, but was like, there's a reason women enjoy to watch lesbian porn, even if they're not gay. And it's because women get intimidated. Like, it's like scary. Like, it's almost like they feel like what you were saying, like they feel like safer. It's not as
Yeah.
alarming. It's not as like, as watching it
Yeah.
with men.
And I think there's a thing of power, that you're not overpowered, that it's equal,
Mm.
and there's an equal enjoyment, and there's that equality, I think, just feels safe. And it's not about safety. I totally get this girl who's talking about all that. Like, I really do think that. And listen, I love men. I have nothing against them. I'm not
Like,
bashing
I'm
them.
married. Yeah.
They're so much fun. It's awesome. But I do think that being on an equal plane from the start, and also knowing what a woman likes because you are a
Right.
woman, there's something really sexy about that.
Right.
And every woman is different. I say that knowing what a woman likes. I don't know what every woman likes.
Right.
Like, everyone's different, but you know a woman's body. You can
Mm-hmm.
get around it in a different way than maybe a man can. And I feel like, if you're lucky, first time you get with a guy, maybe you hit it off and the sex is great from day one. But usually it takes a little while to figure each other out. And maybe it goes a little faster with a woman, you know? Listen, I'm speaking out of turn here, but I just think that I understand that, because I think there's that lack of overbearingness of like this big person just coming in and taking control. I think there's like the duality, the equality coming in,
You know, it was so
the
cool.
softness.
I think there were a few like gay shows of the summer, and I can't remember which
Yeah,
like magazine or which publication, but they were like, no, the hunting, like there are a few going on right now, but the Hunting Wives, like, this is our like gayest summer show. And I think like people, again, like, we didn't know what we were going into. People are
yeah,
calling it their lesbian sexual awakening, which is like, you're a part of that, babe.
love it,
And
love it.
it was like, it was hot. I actually, like, I gave birth like a year ago, so I'm still kind of at the place, like, TMI, but I'm still kind of like not feeling that sexual. But this was a
Sure,
show
I
like
get
I
it.
didn't want my husband to watch with me, because I knew he would get turned on, and like, I just knew where it would go. I'm like, this
Yeah,
needs to be an alone show, because he's gonna just get too many ideas. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So this is my recommendation to people listening: if you want your husband to like want to get it on that night, watch it with him. If you are trying to like stay away at the moment, then make it an alone show, because he
hmm.
won't be able to help himself.
Or maybe watch it with that girl that you've always had a secret crush on.
Yes,
Go for it, girls.
Yes.
Go for
Well,
it.
you know, when you were talking about how you and Brittany had like a friendship and it was building and then you were filming and that was building, it made me think because like especially if you're like married or in a relationship, we can get so much joy and like almost the excitement of like a new romantic relationship in a building like friendship. Do you get what I mean? Like I remember
Yeah.
seeing Sophie, like her character, like getting
Yeah.
like a text from Margo. And before we even knew
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Sophie was going to be like open to that, right? And she gets the
Yeah.
text and she's like, you know, it's like exciting. And even that I
Yeah.
felt like is a relatable moment for people. You know, when you meet new friends in your
Yeah.
30s or in your 40s or whatever, and it's like exciting to get the text or exciting that they like you. You know what I mean? I felt like there was also that
Absolutely.
element.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, well, they really set it up so that it's a pretty, like that marriage is just not great at this moment. I'm not putting him completely down. He's supporting her. She went through something pretty crazy, but the way that he's supporting her and it's very controlling. And so, she just needs to she's being caged. And like I said, I don't like anybody being caged, and she just needs to get out. So I understand the excitement is extra for her. And obviously we understand other elements of it later on. But yes, I think that new relationships, anything new. I mean, this is the enjoyment that I get. I think a therapist once said to me, she's like, because sometimes it's hard when you come back from a job, because then you're back to bills and all the regular things in life. And I love my life. I love my home life. I love my kid. I love my husband. But she goes, when you go and do a movie, it's like being on heroin. And then you have the come down when you come back home. Like every part of you is titillated. You are doing the thing that you're passionate about. You're getting to live out your passion for 3 months. And then you have to come home and not do that. And so for me, my job is my new relationship every time, and I get that excitement every time. And then there are roles like this where you're like, and then I also get to do this at my job that I already love so much. So yeah, it is fun. And I think, we all should give ourselves that, you know, happiness and joy and new relationships and whatever floats your boat. But yeah.
I saw you say that you are like very different than Margo, that she like does whatever she wants and you're more of a people pleaser.
Yes, definitely. Um, I I am a free bird, definitely, as I've sort of mentioned, but I love to take care of people, and I want people to be happy. I want to spread the joy. I want to spread the happiness. So, and I actually, if I'm going to be honest, I think people pleasing is a type of control, like controlling how people feel about you and making sure that they like you and that whole thing. I don't care as much anymore. Like if somebody doesn't like me, that's okay. But the people who are in my circle, I want them to be happy. All the people that I love and who have been so wonderful to me, I want them to always be happy
Yeah.
or be sad, and for me to be there and hold the space. But I just mean like, yes, I have been a people pleaser for a very, very long time. And I'm unlearning that, and I am always going to be good and kind to people, but I also am trying to not care what everybody thinks, because that's just too much to take on. So that's where Margot and I differ. She just doesn't give a fuck at all. She
Did
does
she
whatever she
inspire you
wants.
to like unlearn that a little bit and like
She's the second character that I've played that has inspired me to do that. Lara Axelrod was the first in Billions.
yeah.
She was also that. And I love women like that. And maybe that's why I love playing them, because it's another freedom, and it sort of plays into who I'm not, which is, I could never be harsh to people the way Margot Banks is.
Right.
And I don't want to be. I
Right.
don't want to, I want to be more diplomatic, but I guess there's a sense, there's this feeling, and when you watch it in a show, you're like, yeah, you go, girl.
That's the
I
thing. You
remember
don't hate
watching
her. Yeah.
I remember watching Thelma and Louise as a kid. It was my mom's favorite movie, and it was on repeat at the house. And I think my mom just loved it because she was a man hater. So she's like, yeah, you go, you tell him. And I understand that there's a freedom, because there's a lot of women, I'm sure, who wanted to be Thelma and Louise and on that road trip and like, blowing up somebody's truck who's gross and like revenge and it's things that we can't do in real life, but we live vicariously through characters like Margo.
Well, the thing about Margo is like it ends and you don't hate her. And spoiler alert, but like she does look out for Sophie in a way, even though we think that she's not going to. She is trying to
Yeah.
protect her. Like she's so complicated because she does have this like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck is good for me, and if I need to kill somebody to keep my secret and lie and whatever. But she does. Do you think she has like a good heart?
Yeah, listen, I just going back, you always make your backstories and we do have the flashbacks and we get an idea of what she's been through, but I do have a soft spot for her because she's a survivor. Look at what she was handed in the beginning of her life, and she made the best of it in the way that she knew how. She had no mentors growing up. It was her and her brother to fight for themselves, really. So, the fact that she got this far is incredible for her. But when you're a survivor like that, it can go wrong, and you're looking out for number one, and it's you, and it becomes very egocentrical. So I just feel like I'm sure she was born a good person, but what she's been through has just thrust her into certain places, and survival is really it.
What do you think about that ending? I mean, the ending was wild. You guys, the ending, we're not going to detail it exactly because maybe some of you are going to be like, I didn't watch the last episode yet. But like the whole show is like crazy. You want to get to the next episode. You want to see what's happening. Like it's constantly leaving you wanting more. But the last episode
Yeah.
really went crazy. Did you, I mean, you read it from the beginning, but
Yeah, but I read it, but when I watched it, I was equally as
you're like, how is she
shocked.
dragging this body?
It's
Like,
well, with the hit, when in the initial hit, it was it's an audible, like, oh my God, from everyone in the room that I was watching with. Is like, oh my God, this is insane.
yeah,
It's shocking.
it's shocking.
It's huge. And you're like, you just can't believe that this is happening again to Sophie. It's unbelievable. So yeah, but I loved it. And I loved Michael so much. The actor who plays my brother, plays Kyle. He did such a phenomenal job. And I was like, Rebecca, he can't die. Like, we can't let him die. Come
Yeah.
on. Maybe he wakes up. Like, maybe his eyes pop open underwater. And I know they shot a version like that, but it's not in the show. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Rebecca won't reveal either. So I think he's dead, but
You're like, you're still hoping. You're like, we have the shot.
I'm still
You
hoping,
have
and
the
I know
shot.
the ending, but yeah,
Wait,
I just thought
so
he was so brilliant.
you read the book. I didn't. This, for people that don't know,
Hmm.
this is based on a book. So how does the book end?
Jill is the killer. It's not, yeah,
Oh.
it's not Margot. So they changed it up a bit, and I think,
First of all, believable. Jill is the killer because all the things and
right?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the obsession with her
Right.
son, the weird
The
obsession with
weird
her son.
obsession, the hiding the
Yeah,
GPS, the phone and the thing. Oh, so that was
yeah.
what was changed, like the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the main
Gotcha.
thing, the main character. So she is the actual killer, but I think, and Margot gets killed. And you're like, we can't kill Margot. Sorry, we just can't kill Margot because I gotta stay. I need a job, guys. So Rebecca and May Cobb were obviously working together, and May loved it. She loved the new idea of Margot being the killer and them killing Jill instead. And I think it was fun too for fans who have read the book just to have something so they
Different.
can sit and be surprised. Hopefully they enjoyed it. Some people get really offended when you change an ending or change characters, but I, I thought it was great. I thought it worked. And I
It
think most people are having a
worked.
good time with it.
And it kept
Yeah.
you guessing. And what does that mean for season two? Like, what does that mean? What can you give us? I mean, obviously, Netflix is going to fucking want a second season. This was number one. I think a thing
I
just came up for
really
me.
hope so.
Most watch. It's a most watched show on Netflix
Yeah.
right now. Like, you haven't heard anything yet.
So they're keeping it so close to the chest.
Okay.
They're not telling us a thing. But like you said, like, if we're gonna guess, I mean, I would say that Netflix would be crazy not to do a season two. And I think if for whatever reason Netflix says they're not going to, maybe we take it to another streamer and they'll say yes.
You're like, this is
With
happening.
open arms.
This is happening, and this is happening with
It's
a better
gonna happen,
with
guys.
better hair, you guys. This is happening and it's happening with better hair.
Let us have another season just to do the hair right. Come on. Yeah, so we don't know. I really don't have anything for you, but I'm hoping that we'll find out soon.
So fucking good. So happy for you in this role, getting this show, just everything you can do and how mesmerizing you are.
Thank you.
Just a few quick fire questions before I let you get back to Vegas. Who's the most surprising person in your phone contacts?
Oh my gosh, most surprising person.
Like big celeb that we wouldn't think that you're friends with. Oprah.
And I wish. No, not Oprah. I don't have anyone surprising because it's people that I've worked with, really.
Okay.
Who did I have for a minute? Maybe the Princess of Sweden.
Oh, the Princess of Sweden.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. First big celebrity crush of yours.
First big, like as a youngin.
Yeah, as a youngin.
Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah, Michael Jackson and George Michael. Wow, I really was going the wrong way. But yeah, those were my two. I had posters of both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea.
I love it. If you weren't acting, then what would you be doing aside from the commune?
I'd be a child psychologist.
Right. That's what you were. Yeah. I read that. So you guys, you were basically doing the modeling and the things to make money to pay.
To pay for school, yeah. And so I was studying psychology, and then I'm a certified youth and child development coach. So I work with kids, boys in juvenile hall, sort of leadership skills and stuff like that, and values mining. And I haven't done it for a few years now, but I'm trying to get back whenever I have time.
Oh, really? But I love it. Like trying to keep it. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Keep it going. What role do people stop you about the most?
It depends on the person, but usually women stop me about 27 dresses. That's like, I also get a lot of young girls who are like, my mom loves you in the movie. Can I take a picture of you? You're like, oh God, I'm at the mom stage.
Yeah.
And then it's Couples Retreat and Watchmen.
Oh yeah, Couples Retreat.
Those are so like good. The big ones. Yeah.
What project was it that totally changed like the projection of your career?
I think that the Heartbreak Kid kind of put me on the map. And then what followed were a lot of rom-coms that really kind of solidified that, like 27 Dresses and The Proposal and Couples Retreat, like all those, because I was alongside these big, wonderful actors. So and it was the time of rom-coms. It was the era of these really big, fun comedies.
Yeah, you're so good in rom-coms, but I was so happy to see you just doing something so completely and wildly different here in The Hunting Wives.
It was so fun. I loved it.
You guys, if you haven't been,
I loved having the opportunity.
If you haven't, get the fuck on it, because I have, and most people have, but even if I'll see somebody post like, oh my God, I just started, I'm like jealous that they're going through it for the first time. Malin, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with me.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, so nice to meet you, and I can't wait to see season 2.
Yes, please put it out there in the ether. Please,
We're putting
please.
it.
If you find yourself in Vegas, come on over and we'll go and grab a drink.
Oh, okay? Yes. Okay.
All right.
Bye, babe.
Thanks so much.